Hi, yogis and yoginis. Today is Wednesday and it's time to do Hatha Yoga. I will show you a bit of a Hatha Yoga flow with the basics. So we're going to go back to the basics today. Let's get started. Peanut is here as usual. Okay, coming to the top of your mat. Smile wide to your chest and stand nice and tall, closing your eyes, and start to deepen your breathing. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your nose. And we'll start to count through your breath. So take a nice deep inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the top. And then as you exhale, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. And then exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold at the bottom on empty. And inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on empty. And release. Slowly open up your eyes. Smile wide through your chest. Reach your fingers, and as you exhale, bow towards your legs. Inhale, step back, left foot. Come into a low lunge and reach your arms up and wide. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Step back, child's pose. Inhale, bringing yourself into an upward dog or cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step forward, left foot. Low lunge. Reaching your fingers. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Step forward, flat back. Exhale, taking a bow, bringing your belly, chest, and chin, looking between your legs. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, bowing. Good boy, downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, step back. Child's pose. Inhale, come forward into plank, upward dog, or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. 5 deep breaths. So in your downward dog, you want to press evenly into your palms, into your fingers. Think about the outsides of your shoulders are going down towards your mat. Pull in the lower belly, and ears are somewhat aligned with your elbows. I'm pressing through the balls of my feet and through my heels. Now look forward as you inhale, step forward, left foot, low lunge. Inhaling, and then exhale. We're going to go into Skandasana, low squat, side lunge. So open up or step onto your toes, your back foot on your right side. Coming into a low lunge here. Walk your fingers, go onto the other side. And then slowly bring your hands to the back of your mat. And we're gonna go into warrior one. So flatten your back foot, open your arms up. And if you like, you can interlace your fingers, press your index fingers up. Both feet are flat. Holding here, breathing deeply, warrior one. So shoulders are away from the ears, but you don't want to like compress your shoulders into the sockets tightly. You want to just nice and easily let your shoulders be soft. You want to feel like you're standing evenly onto both feet. Front knee is above the ankle. And then we're going to go into warrior two. So warrior two, you're opening up your back foot 90 degrees. Your right knee is still into that 90-degree angle. And then you're looking past your hand, my right hand. 5 deep breaths. As you inhale, you're pressing the crown of your head up towards the sky. As you exhale, you're sinking through your hips. For 3, 2, and 1. Now go into triangle pose. So we're just going to lengthen your bent knee, pushing your hip back towards the left as you reach with your right. And you can either rest your hand on your shin, the floor, or hold your big toe. Shoulders are away from the ears. Should feel a deep hamstring stretch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now we'll do the other side. So rebend your knee, flip your feet. Warrior 2, bending your knee, shoulders above the hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, triangle. So extending your leg, pushing your hip back, reaching forward, hand on the shin, floor, or big toe. Opening your chest, looking up towards the ceiling. Crown of the head is reaching far away from the body as the hips. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now rebend your front knee, your left knee, coming into warrior 1. So I'm going to do a little baby step to the side. So there's some space between the legs, interlacing the fingers, shoulders away from the ears. Left knee is above the ankle. Both feet are flat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So from here, we're going to go into pyramid pose. So extend both legs, push your hips back as you dip forward with the chest. And you can keep your hands here at your hips if you like, keeping the spine nice and long. Option reverse prayer. So palms are together on the back. Elbows are pressing back. So I'm slowly dipping forward, deepening that hamstring stretch. Feel free to stay here, scissoring the thighs. Left hip goes back, right hip goes forward to try to parallel your hips to your shoulders. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So as you inhale, you can slowly come up, shake it out. Now come into reverse triangle. So from here, I'm going to take my left hand to my lower back as my right hand comes to the floor on the inside of my foot. So left shoulder is lifting up for that twist. Goes above the right shoulder. My left hand on my lower back is there to help with my balance. So think about your sacrum as a magic button. With your hand on your sacrum, it'll help you with your balance, connecting with the center of your gravity. And then you're going to go ahead when you're ready, lift up your left arm, looking up to your thumb. Scissoring the thighs, both feet are flat. Legs are extended. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you can replace your hand on your back. I often do this still to come out of this pose to maintain my balance. And then you're going to windmill the arms, getting ready for pyramid on the other side. So I'm going to replace my feet so I can still roll an imaginary ball between my legs. Both hands onto my hips. As I push my hips back, I'm leaning forward with the chest, feeling for that nice hamstring stretch, and then feel free to stay here or reverse prayer, which is a great stretch for the wrists and your palms. Bowing down, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm just dipping a little bit further down, looking between the legs as I inhale, coming up all the way, shaking out the fingers. Really good stretch. Coming forward again for that reverse triangle. So now right hand is on my sacrum, left hand onto the floor. You can use a block, fingertips, or plant your palm. Right shoulder lifts higher than the left. Scissor the thighs, right hip back, left hip forward. When you're ready, go ahead and extend your right arm, the twisted triangle. Utthita Trikonasana. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, go ahead and take your right hand back to your sacrum, the magic button. Go ahead and circle the arms, and we'll get ready for tree pose. So finding your balance, find your center of gravity. It's good to lift up the toes, lift or lean forward to lift up the heels. So I'm leaning forward, leaning back. Now keep your feet planted, lean just your body forward and back to find your center of gravity. I have my thumbs in the center of my chest, so my chest is pressing into my thumb. Again, that's also correcting your posture to make sure your balance is correct, or your center of gravity is correct. Chest is lifted, spine is nice and long. Let's go ahead and take our hands to our hips, and you can start with triangle either onto your ankle, your calf, or the inner thigh, but never the knee joint. You don't want to press the knee in a direction that it shouldn't go. Hands back to the chest to maintain that center of gravity, that posture. Pressing the heel towards the leg. The leg presses against the heel to keep the foot from slipping down. Feel free to stay here or go ahead and grow your tree, raising your hands. You can, again, interlace the fingers, point the index fingers. Shoulders are gently pulled away from the ears. And you're gazing somewhere in front of you, something that's not moving, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready to release, go ahead and open up your arms, open your branches, and then gently release your foot back down. You can use your hand to assist to bring that leg back down. So tree pose is great for balance, great for the core, also great for the hips. So your knee should be turned out slightly. It doesn't have to be completely out to the side unless you've got really nice open hips. Go with what's comfortable for you, ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Pressing your heel of your foot right into your thigh to keep it from slipping. Your leg presses into your thigh, growing tall through your spine. Pressing your thumbs into the center of your chest to find that great posture. When you're ready, core is engaged, and grow your tree. Holding here, 5 deep breaths. Shoulders are gently away from the ears. 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you're ready, grow your branches, open up your leaves, and guide your leg back down. Perfect. So we're going to come to the top of the mat again, this time doing chair pose as we come down. So graze your fingers to the floor, come nice and low into your chair. Exhale, bow into towards your legs. Inhale, left leg goes back. Rising your arms up. Exhale, step back. Right foot, come into child's pose. Inhale, bring your nose, chin, chest across the floor. Lift up into your upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, low lunge. Inhale and exhale. So this time, you're going to stay into that low lunge and then sit back into a nice hamstring stretch. So you can use a block to sit on here. I'm just going to use my hands to assist. My front heel is lifted, or toes are lifted, foot is flexed for that nice hamstring stretch. And you should feel like you're dragging your heel across the floor, but it's not moving. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. Step forward. Again into that chair pose. Exhale, step back, left foot, low lunge. Inhale, exhale, half monkey stretch. So sitting back, flexing your foot, toes pointed up towards the ceiling. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, release. We're going to step back into a child's pose, but this time nice and wide. So knees wide, toes pointed in, and coming right down to your chest. Should feel a nice stretch here in your hips. Feel free to widen your child's pose. You can do frog with your knees 90 degrees, hips 90 degrees. One more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to, again, scooch your nose, chin, and chest across the floor, coming onto your belly. Onto your belly, we'll work the shoulders here. So taking your fingers wider than your shoulders, or wider than your mat also. So tensing your fingers, if you're on your fingertips, as you inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift just your shoulders, and then slowly lift your chest as well. So you're on your hips and your belly button comes off the ground. As you exhale, go ahead and slowly peel yourself back down. Again, inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, coming up so that the belly button comes off the ground. And as you exhale, go ahead and release. So now we're going to just do the right side. So right side lifts, left shoulder comes down, looking over the right shoulder, and then switch. Coming back to center, left shoulder comes up, right shoulder goes down. Should feel really good for the shoulders. And then we're gonna go ahead and open up the chest even more by flattening out the left arm. Right hand goes underneath the shoulder, push on that right hand, open up the right side, lifting so that the right foot lands behind you. Nice big chest stretch. Nice deep inhale. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release to the other side. So come back to the belly. Extend the right arm, left hand underneath the left shoulder, left leg goes back behind, look over. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And gently release. This is my dog Peanut, always keeping me company. Such a good dog. We're gonna come onto tabletop position, hands and knees, and we're gonna do threading the needle. One of my favorite back stretches. So lift up the left arm, exhale, thread the needle, left arm goes underneath, and you're gonna land on the shoulder and side of the head. Try to keep the hips to parallel as much as possible. You can keep the right hand here to help open up your chest and twist a little bit deeper. I feel a nice stretch here in my back. As I press onto the floor, I'm resisting that stretch, keeping the hips to parallel. Other option is you can do nice big shoulder circles here with the right arm up and around in one direction, up around in the other direction. When you're ready to come out, you're gonna go ahead, just gonna twist a little bit deeper, feels so good, and then switch to the other side. So right arm lifts and threads under, come to the shoulder, side of the head, staying here, or option, go ahead and do those nice big circles in one direction, and nice big circles in the other direction. When you're ready to come out, slowly release. And then you're gonna take the right leg in front, left leg behind, coming into a twist. Here in the seated twist, hugging your knee towards your chest and turning towards your knee. Feel free to stay here, or to deepen, go ahead and take your opposite hand behind as your other arm goes on your knee. Twist a little bit deeper. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse that. Take your hand to the inside of your foot. And what you're going to do is take a bow here. Bowing into the twist should feel really good. Inhale to gently release. And switching sides. So I'm just going to uncross the bottom leg, then the top, and do the same thing other side. So bottom leg comes under, top leg goes over top. So I'm going to look over my shoulder, hug my knee towards the chest, deepening by placing my palm to the floor behind me, elbow to your knee, using your knee as resistance to look over your shoulder, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release, untwist, and then come back to the other side, looking over your shoulder. Feel free to stay here or take a bow, looking down towards the floor to deepen the twist. Inhale to gently release. We'll come into butterfly pose. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet coming together. You're opening your feet. As you do so, you're opening the insides of your hips or the inner thighs and bowing down towards your feet. Tucking your chin, look down towards your belly button. Should feel a nice back stretch and hip stretch here. Breathing deeply for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. We're gonna just extend one leg. Other leg is gonna come into like a wide squat position, nice and wide. This foot is flexed to help ground you. You're gonna reach forward towards this extended leg and then wrap your other arm around. Really great shoulder opener here as we rotate our shoulder and our arm. So our palm is facing up, other arm, palm is facing down. Holding the fingers, you can either link the 2 first fingers or hook like a claw your arms together, bowing down towards my leg. So I would just scooch my foot closer because I found it was a little bit too wide for my arm to get around. Bowing down, feeling a nice hamstring stretch and back stretch, as well as a nice shoulder stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So gently release, come out of that, taking a stretch on the other side, wide squat position. I'm going to put that in right close towards my armpit. Bottom foot is flexed, reaching forward as much as you can, belly and chest down, and then rotating the arm, palm facing up, this palm is facing down, bowing towards your leg. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Coming back to your mat, getting ready for Navasana, boat pose. Knees are slightly bent, spine is nice and long. You can stay here or straighten out your legs and your arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go into low boat. Also a great option if high boat doesn't feel good for your tailbone. You can do this instead. In low boat, just find a spot where there's no rocks. You feel like a bump there in the grass. You're going to lift just the shoulders, lower back stays planted, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming into a twist. I'm going to cross my right leg over top. Maybe you can even hook your toe under like eagle pose, and then bring your knee over to the left. So my right leg is on top, and I'm bringing both legs to the left as I look over my right shoulder. I'm putting pressure on the top leg with my left hand, and as I put pressure, my leg is resisting, pulling away, so I feel that nice back stretch. Breathing deeply for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Find your midline, switch legs. Again, you can just cross or go ahead and deepen right into eagle stretch. Both legs to the right as I look over the left. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Coming back down to center. Now you can finish off your practice here if you like. Poses to help complete your practice could be legs up the wall pose, rotating and wiggling your toes. You could do bridge, bringing your hips up, or wheel with your hands down. You can do plow, legs up and over. Another good one is child's pose. So whichever pose you plan on doing, hold for 5 to 10 breaths before you finish your practice. I'm just going to hold in child's pose, rocking side to side. Find it very relaxing and a great stretch for my back. And then when you're ready to come out and practice your meditation, Shavasana, in corpse pose, legs and arms outstretched. Feel free to do like a nice starfish. If you have the room, eagle arms, elbows out to the side, fingers pointed together. And you can also do butterfly with the soles of the feet touching to help deepen, or do a second hip stretch. So wherever you are, just close your eyes. Focus on deepening your breathing. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Allow your body to settle, embrace stillness. Softening your body from head to toe, so let the crown of your head soften. If you have a ponytail or eyeglasses, I recommend removing them. Let your neck and shoulders soften, relax. Allow your arms and legs to get heavy all the way to your fingertips and to the soles of your feet. Clear your mind of all thoughts. This is your time to relax and rejuvenate yourself. Any thoughts that come to you, you can acknowledge them, but let them drift away. Again, reminding yourself that this is your time to clear your mind. And when you're ready to release, give yourself a nice big stretch, stretching your fingers away from the toes. And then as you exhale, open your mouth and go. Begin to roll over to one side. Come to your favorite seated position. Hands at your heart. I thank you for joining me today. May you have strength in your bodies, peace in your mind, joy in your heart. Namaste.